All right. Hey, everybody. I am here with Michelle from,
Newfoundland by
and she is from Hooked. She
by
can't,
Designs.
there you go. She says it way better and way more authentically than I ever could. But we're going to chat with her about her shop. So, Michelle, tell us a little bit about you and your shop.
Well, I've always been a designer, always had an artistic background. I went to the College of the North Atlantic here in Newfoundland, and I did a printing course. And then I wanted more, of course, so I went back and I did a graphic design program, which got me kind of into the field of photography, funny enough. So, love photography. A lot of the pictures that I do are from pictures that I've already taken myself, and I just kind of add a twist to it. But I've always been curious. That's the thing about being an artist. You're always curious and you want to try new things all the time. And down at the Anna Templeton Center, which is a place here in St. John's, they had a rug cooking course. And I said, oh, let's try that. And I went and I did it and I tried it and I forgot about it. I know. And it was just like so many things I was into watercolor painting and I wanted to try sculpting and I want to make my own jewelry. There was just so many things on my plate. I'm just like never satisfied. And there came a point in my time where, in all honesty, I got sick. I had to go get an operation. I was stuck in bed for 6 weeks. What am I going to do? I'm going to rug cook something. Why not? And my first project took me exactly 6 weeks to do. Yeah, and now it was a big rug, it was huge, and now it's sitting down at a place called the Bee's Knees, which is a store here, specialty store here in Newfoundland, that they bought it from me. Now it's in their shop.
Cool.
And so my love started from there, and just the whole idea of design, my design background and my photography, and it just all came together, and then the woolen arts aspect of it, and I just fell in love, and I haven't stopped.
That's awesome. So, how long have you been doing it for?
I've been doing it for around 10 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, for almost the time that when my daughter was born. So yeah, a little bit after that. Yeah, it's around 10 years for the hooking aspect. I've been a hooker for 10 years.
That's awesome. So, how long have you had your Etsy shop?
I've had my Etsy shop, I think, since 2018. So I'm still relatively new with it. It's a learning process like anything else, right? So ask questions. I always ask. I've always got tech support on the line. I know them all off by first name, help me. But they've been so supportive and so great. But again, it's a learning process. Every day I learn something. Same thing with the rug cooking. Every day there's something new that I learn. And I love that about it.
That's so cool. I love the colors
Oh,
in.
I love that. That's the thing with me. When we had the Etsy markets here in town, that just the expression of people when they walk towards me, and it's, as an artist, it's the best response you can get. And it's not about the money. And I know people say that. I can charge way more, but it's what it does to someone. I've had such great experiences with customers coming up. I've actually had one cry. Yeah. Yeah, so here I am I have to tell you this story.
Yes, please.
The best experience ever. So I do all these different types. I don't have a particular genre that I stick with. It's whatever, comes to mind. And what happened was that I had done a man and a woman on a park bench with a sunset. I'm going to get emotional on it. With a sunset and a great big willow tree. It's kind of like symbolizing the golden years, if you know what I mean, kind of the dawning, the dusk of everything, right? And it was a young man holding this woman. Anyway, I'm gonna get emotional now. Anyway, so this man comes up with a younger woman and is very emotional, and this man is crying in front of my booth. He used to go to a place called Barring Park with his mom, who had just passed away. And they used to sit on a bench. So he bought it and he cried all his way there. And I'm there just like going, oh my God, I was not supposed to do this. And I'm losing my mind. It's just like, it touched me. It was something I didn't expect. Yeah, cold shivers, right? It's when you touch someone And then I had people coming in looking at other stuff and they're just laughing when they're leaving. It's that connection, right? And it just means so much. It's not just something you hang on a wall or just something you just feel like doing. It's just such a part of me that if I can connect with somebody on that level, it makes everything worthwhile. See, I'm cracking up. But
I
it was good.
I love that. Like I have chills.
Yeah, it was quite an experience. Yeah.
I want to know if where you're from inspires your work, and I totally do. Like when you go into your shop, you know where you're from. It's so representative of that. So you tell me a little bit more about that.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, I am from Newfoundland, born and raised. Love my little island. Don't want to go anywhere else. I love where I'm from. I like to represent it in what I do. I know I have a lot of puffins in my stuff, as you can see behind me. I love nature. I love to be near the water. I'm a Newfoundlander. I got to be near the water and smell that salt air and wait for the storms because we're known for our storms and everything like that. But we have so many great days, and we're full of character. As Newfoundlanders, we're a tough breed, and full of humor. So we can take it, we take the good with the bad. And I like to have my humor represented in a lot of stuff that I do because it's me. I can be so serious at one point, but I just prefer to be, humorous. And I like to bring that out with all the colors that I represent. And some of my crazy designs, like the Newfie Ark with the cow on top of the pig, on top of the rooster, escaping in a dory off the island, for example. But things like that.
But that's so identifiable to Newfoundland and to you and to your brand.
Absolutely, yeah.
I love it. Can you tell us something really fun about you? A fun fact?
Oh my God, that I'm allowed to say. Oh, well, totally not related, but I have absolutely no sense of direction. I get lost every day, and I trip and fall all over the place. And in the worst times, I say things, and there's people there that I shouldn't say things, or things that happen that I fall over escalators all the time. Spill coffee on myself. I'm not sounding very good right now.
I love it. I love that you're being so honest.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in group therapy or something, No, I don't think I want to say anything else now.
That's okay.
That's enough.
You've kind of touched on everything about being a maker. Is there a maker that inspires you in not necessarily an Etsy maker, but just a maker in general? Or
I really like Deanne Fitzpatrick. I think she's out of Nova Scotia. She is a very successful rug hooker and just someone of the woolen arts. Her style is completely different than mine, but she's very informative, very smart, very friendly, very approachable. I've contacted her a few times via email and stuff. She has her own shop and whatever. So you look for people that do similar things to yourself because it's, like I said before, it's a learning process, right? So you don't learn anything in life without asking lots and lots of questions, and that's me. I ask a lot of questions because it's never enough, right? So I always have to keep going and keep going and keep going. So I have a new series. I know everything is really comical behind me in Bright and Cheery. I'll be doing a new group that's a bit more serious in the coming months. Okay. And it's all about Newfoundland traditions and fishermen and things like that. So it's going to be a complete different spin-off than what this is. But so her, myself, that's where I kind of took an interest.
That's really cool. It's great that like in the community, you can learn from other makers.
Yeah,
it is. We do have a very supportive community as wide ranging.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome. Tell us, did you ship anywhere really cool, really interesting?
I did a 6-foot Alice in Wonderland
Okay.
I had feathers and buttons and nylons, and see, I don't just use 100% wool. I use whatever I have. I cut up the majority of my husband's t-shirts. Whoops.
Great.
Used anything and everything, ribbon, you name it, and it was gorgeous. And a lot of feathers and whatnot. It went to
Oh, cool.
Mexico City, and she displays it on her coffee table. I tend to still connect with the people that buy my stuff. I chat with them. It's almost like giving away your child almost. It's just like, oh, how's the rug? How's it doing? Is it doing okay? And all this type of stuff, right? But yeah, so that went to Mexico City. She's bought a number of items from me. So I thought that was pretty cool. I just shipped out a bunch of patterns from an elderly man in Texas who has 6 granddaughters, and he wants to learn how to hook too. So I sent him 7 patterns. Yeah, God love him. God love him. Funny, funny guy, and he's 82.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
so he bought them all for his grandchildren. I know, but isn't that great? And he connects with me every other day, asking me, what's the weather like in Newfoundland? I never made it over there, and such great people and everything like that. And I love that connection. Where else are you going to get that, right? So that worked out great. And he's going to send me pictures of his progress. And I'll probably put them up on my Etsy page. It's awesome. But yeah, so that's the 2 best that I've had experiences.
I love that. Like, I love your customer stories. They're
Oh,
so
they're great. I love my customers. I love that connection. I have to be, it's not just put it in the mail and send it off. I love that connection and stories that people have, because it's all about stories.
How long did the 6-foot Alice in Wonderland take?
Oh my God.
When you talk about a child, that's what I think, like, a child would be that
How
long.
long? Yeah. How long did it take for me to hook it?
Yeah.
It took me around 3 months from start to finish.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, and I'm thinking that I have another piece of material. I'm thinking I might do it again because I actually really miss it. I know. But I have so many, like, I go to sleep thinking about patterns. It's insane. Or I have something done and I'll wake up 2 o'clock in the morning and sneak out and I will just unravel it and then say, no, that's not good enough. And then I'll start again. It's just like, I know. And I have a full-time job beside this, but I can't control myself. I know. So, yeah, I don't sleep.
I don't.
I'm hoping that I sleep. Yeah.
I love it. This is so nice to chat with you and learn this. Where can we find you? Can you do you have an Instagram, social media?
Yes, it's at MW Digital Design.
Okay. And we'll link
Facebook, of course, is Hook by Design / Churchill Crafts.
Okay.
And I'm thinking I'm only on Instagram and the Facebook. Yeah.
Perfect. We're going to link all of that in this interview so everybody can find you there and follow you and see what you're working on. What you're hooking.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't know if I gave you the right for the. I think it's MW Digital Design at Instagram too. No, I'm sorry, Hook by Designs. Oh my gosh, Hook by Designs. Sorry.
That is totally. Hey, that's totally great, and I'm excited for people to find you and see what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going,
Yeah.
and they can get some themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And everybody, just check out Michelle's shop. She is linked below. All right.